Line by 21 Pilots is a song about dealing with an inevitable change, and on the verge of that change, wondering how the people around you will treat you and remember you after. It gives a pretty real depiction of wanting to protect someone by pushing them away, but that fear that we all feel of not wanting to be alone.
My body's on the line now. I can't fight this time now. I can feel the light shine on my face.
The song immediately drops you into the moments that the singer finally admits to the inevitable loss of a fight they've been dealing with. At first, this line about the light feels like an ending or the warm death of something. It feels like a walk into the light kind of moment. But there's another angle I believe could hit harder. That is the warmth of letting go and not having to fight anymore. The feeling of dropping the weight you've been carrying and finally being able to breathe. Basically, what comes next feeling lighter than everything that came before.
Did I disappoint you?
And both notions fit well with the next line, asking you if you were disappointed. Disappointed in them giving up and letting everything be what it's trying to be, or just disappointed in what they became, or what they couldn't become.
Will they still let me over if I cross the line?
He then drops the question that carries the weight of the entire song, and the tone of how this question is presented makes it seem like they are hesitant, because they feel like they already know the answer, but feel the need to ask anyway. That every bad answer they could get is the only one they could receive.
Take a seat, but I would rather you not be here for what could be my final form. Stay your pretty eyes on court.
The verse begins with the singer inviting you to take a seat, yet almost immediately pushing us away, protecting you from the future they don't want you to see, or the version of them they don't want to become. And finally, asking you to stay on course, stay focused on the beauty of your own life and what could come from it, to forget about the ugliness that is soon to be their life. And that soft, beautiful tone, the way they say it, is probably a representation of what type of person they were.
Keep the memories of who I was before. So stay with me because
But then the fear of being alone as they go through this change drives them to cling to you anyway, not wanting you to see them at their worst and to remember the type of person they were, but also not wanting you to leave them. A desperate internal struggle where both sides can't seem to find their footing.
honestly, I thought I was fully prepared for the threshold in store. Stay your pretty eyes on course.
The version of the song I showed didn't incorporate this part, but I felt like it was still important to include. The singer then breaks the chorus and laments about the security and strength they thought they had to handle this upcoming change. And in one motion, once again accepting what is going to happen while realizing that they aren't strong enough to stop it. Again asking you to turn away from this thing that they are afraid of becoming.
I guess I never really faced my fears before. So stay with me because.
And again, they lament that comfort and full acceptance they thought they had with this change, and the fears that they had in regards to it start to bubble up. And mimicking the push and pull earlier in the song, the more the singer thinks about it, the more that fear and that emotion sets in, the more they truly don't want to be alone.
My body is on the line now. Pull the blanket tight now. I can feel it shine on my face. Did I disappoint you? Will they still let me over if I cross the line?
The chorus repeats the earlier version, but with the change of pulling the blanket tight. I couldn't really get an idea of what this meant. Maybe it could mean trying to hold on to the warmth of their past self or retreat into something familiar. If you guys have an idea, please let me know in the comments. The song then has a build-up of this music, something I can only see as a representation of the emotion that's been building up this entire time. Fear, regret, loneliness, and more. Everything that they have been bottling up and trying to relate to us, only increasing and even multiplying.
Please don't let them see me. I'm sure there's nothing left to try. I can feel the light shining on my face.
And from that build-up is an explosion, another attempt from the singer to push you away, asking, almost begging you not to waste your time trying to fix them. And at the end they have been talking about is so very close. And the emotion shown when he talks about the light on his face carries so much weight that can have so many different meanings. And with that realization, unlike before trying to pull the person closer after initially pushing them away, they just accept it and only ask if they disappointed you, if them giving up and becoming this thing let you down, questioning one more time if they will still be loved, remembered if they cross that line.
If I cross the line, if I cross the line.
And the song closes off with a repeat of the line, if I cross the line, as if they are thinking about that change, everything that it entails, and what that change itself means. It distills the entire song into a single thought. The way I imagine this is them staring off into the distance, thinking about everything that they believe is going to happen, focusing, obsessing over that single line and crossing it. It ends with the question repeating, because the crossing was never going to happen. We never see what's on the other side because that isn't what the song is about. Because the song is about standing on the edge, knowing there's nothing you can do to stay, but not knowing what will happen if you go.